What is House of M? It's a Marvel event series from 2005, a follow-up to the infuriating Avengers Disassembled, and a checkup on Wanda Maximoff's fragile mental state. She created a whole universe out of grief, wishing to give everyone close to her their heart's desire. So Gwen was never thrown over the ocean, Captain America never fell into the ice, and Magneto rules over a mutant majority country. In the story, Wolverine and a girl who can remind people of the original universe gather up all the heroes they can, remind them of their true past, and go fight Magneto and Wanda so everything can go back to normal. During the fight, they manage to show Magneto his true past and reveal that it was Pietro who manipulated both him and Wanda. As a result, Magneto joins the hero's side and kills Pietro. Wanda discovers her brother's death and returns the world to normal, with the exception of the existence of mutants. Well, most mutants lost their powers, but 198 kept theirs. Mostly the important guys like Wolverine, Cyclops, and Toad. This story, House of M Volume 2 from 2015, written by Dennis Salom and drawn by Marco Failla and Ario Anindito, brings us back to this universe reimagined as a standalone world rather than a manipulated reality shaped by Wanda's grief. We start with Magneto waking up in his palace, reflecting on the story of his kingdom Genosha and how he came to rule it. He was a warrior who fought against the X-Men, against Zealots, and finally against humanity, and he won. He secured a country that is both safe for mutants and populated by them. The Sentinels that once hunted mutants now serve as the robotic guardians under a mutant control shield, led by former villain Sebastian Shaw. But not all is perfect in the House of M. We are spectating a group of rebels planning the takedown of Magneto and securing peace for the oppressed human population, until they are attacked by the Red Guard, a group of highly trained and familiar mutant operatives who take down human rebels. 3 humans manage to escape, Hawkeye, Misty Knight, and Black Cat, and are pursued by the Red Guard. As they flee, a robot closes in on them, but Deathlocket, the daughter of Deathlock, intervenes and destroys it. She then leads the group to her hiding place, offering them shelter. We find out that Wiccan and Speed are liberating humans from correctional facilities. Their mission is interrupted by the Red Guard, but they are saved by Wanda, who turns the feisty Wolverine into Tetris, like the famous panels from the 2005 series. Lastly, we take a look at Pietro, who is working with Namor to kill Magneto and take over the throne. Deathlocket upgrades Misty's robotic arm, reveals that she has a full army of Deathlocks at her disposal, and a unique bullet capable of neutralizing mutant abilities and taking Magneto down. They use the Deathlocks to fake an attack on the palace while the 3 of them sneak in to get to Magneto. He seems to have the upper hand after destroying Misty's arm and knocking over Hawkeye, but Hawkeye manages to pull his arrow and hit Magneto. Out of nowhere, Fing Fang Foom, the alien dragon, appears and attacks everyone, antagonizing the now powerless Magneto. Just as things seem like they can't get any messier, Atlantis launches an attack that sweeps the castle in a giant riptide and transports our heroes to the slums of the kingdom. Wanda returns, sees the destruction, and demands her brother's attention by Tetrising S.H.I.E.L.D. Pietro initially lies but eventually admits his true intentions. He wants to take over the kingdom because he believes Magneto is unfit to rule. Wanda doesn't fully believe in his plans but agrees to cooperate for the time being. The rebels manage to incapacitate Magneto and convince him that, to return to power, they must work together to defeat Pietro. They release the rebels who were captured at the start of the story and prepare to fight against the entirety of S.H.I.E.L.D. to reach the new king. Along the way, they encounter Wiccan and Speed along with the entirety of the Young Avengers who decide to help the rebels. Wiccan goes so far as to try using his reality-altering abilities to restore Magneto's powers, believing that this experience has changed him. Magneto arrives at the castle and confronts Pietro, intimidating him into owning up to his actions. Namor surprises them, drops the charade, and attempts to kill Pietro. After all, he never planned to share the crown. Magneto picks up Namor's trident and starts fighting him, but he is no match. Namor has powers. In a last-ditch effort, Wiccan manipulates reality to restore Magneto's powers and succeeds. Magnus turns Namor's metallic trident into shrapnel and eviscerates him. In the aftermath, Shaw comes to Magneto with the captured rebels, and Magneto commands him to release them. Wiccan and Speed follow Magneto back to the castle, excited that he finally realized humans are not all bigots and monsters. However, Magneto hasn't changed his ways. He was merely repaying a debt. The status quo remains unchanged, finishing with Magneto returning to his tranquil existence as a king. You should know by now how I feel about stories like this. Why did nothing change? Why wouldn't Magneto open the door to change? Isn't the point of the story to show that he is more than a tyrant? I don't need an open and shut case where he overturns his kingdom in a panel, but maybe he tells Wiccan that he has plans to do something. The story is similar to the original House of M, where a group of mostly human rebels work together to fight Magneto and his family. He decides to join them, and together they defeat Pietro, who manipulated the whole situation. This time, the rebels didn't win. The state of humanity stays the same, and Magneto returns to power. Listen, I swear I chose this one randomly, but somehow we are across the ocean from the war zones. I am pretty negative because I had high hopes for this series, but it was a quick, nice read. Feel free to share what you read this week, and I will see you here again next time. Goodbye.